Welcome back. Well, history will be made tomorrow night in Vancouver. Canada's first professional women's soccer league kicks off its opening week with a game at BC Place. The opening match will see the Vancouver Rise host the Calgary Wild, launching the league's inaugural season. The Rise roster includes Quinn, who won a gold medal with Canada at the Tokyo Olympics. The Vancouver's head coach says the opener goes beyond the sport. She says it provides a jump start for many young female athletes right across the country to live out their dreams. A high-profile push is underway to bring back the City of Champions moniker to Edmonton.
We've always been the City of Champions. It's in our DNA.
That's Oilers legend Mark Messier starring in this new Budweiser beer commercial, dusting off the old City of Champions sign retired a decade ago. The brewery has released a limited edition Edmonton can brewed at Labatt's Brewery in South Edmonton. Messier said, quote, "It's been 35 years since I raised a cup in my hometown, so collaborating with Budweiser and toasting the community that continues to embody the City of Champions legacy is incredibly special," unquote. And finally, they say if you can blow out all your birthday candles in one breath, your wish will come true. But a Vancouver Island woman says her wish didn't come true until she stopped wishing. Adam explains in tonight's Best of the Sawatsky Sign-Off.
Oh, she was just so full of life.
As Karen Harrison looks back at pictures from her past, she recalls her perennial birthday wish.
I would blow out the candles and I'd wish for the same thing. I just need to find the love of my life.
It happened every year from the age of 6 until the day she turned 50, when she decided to stop wishing.
I think I had started to lose hope.
Well, Karen was grateful to have finally found comfort in the life she'd created for herself.
To me, it was a bit of sadness around it.
But then, a month later, Karen found herself looking through old yearbooks after receiving a friend request from an old classmate, John Evers.
You know, we were both always very shy, and I could never approach her.
John and Karen were in grade 1 through grade 12 together and never really friends until decades later, Facebook suggested otherwise.
I said, "Do you remember me?" And she said, "Of course." It was, you know, a little heart skipped a beat.
The connection was instant, the conversation effortless, and despite living provinces apart, Karen and John couldn't have felt closer until, a couple months later, they finally met again, in person.
She walked in the room and it was
like, oh, my soul has finally found its other half.
I found someone who understood me.
These are happy tears.
Oh, yeah.
Over the next year, they moved to the same city. John proposed, Karen said yes, and then they both said, "I do," 47 years after they first met.
I feel so grateful to John that he found me because he was my dream come true.
Thanks to the reality of both committing to being fearlessly authentic and unconditionally loving.
She is my best friend.
I love him with everything I have.
And if you ask why, despite living 2 blocks from each other as kids and attending the same school for so long, why it took almost 50 years to find each other, they'll tell you that it can take time to learn what love isn't before appreciating what it truly is.
Hold on to hope, because when it's right, it's right.
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, North Cowichan.
All right, that is our newscast for Tuesday, April the 15th. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 6. Good night.